Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch. So as we open the trading week, we're looking at a few of the earnings from the back end of last week. One in particular was AstraZeneca, as we were looking to see if they were going to have heavy competition from Pfizer, Moderna and the other COVID-19 vaccinations that are out there. Well, the companies that are producing the inoculations anyway, but their stock slid by over 4% on Friday's trading after they missed severely earnings expectations. And even though profit was up, the expectations and the earnings per share was actually missed quite significantly. So the company did book $1 billion worth of revenues for the 3 months because of the vaccination. However, it didn't really equate to what the earnings per share was, as it only came in at $1.08 rather than $1.24. So just looking at some of the statistics here, Pfizer generated $13 billion in sales from its vaccinations, and Moderna went up to $5 billion, but AstraZeneca has only done $1 billion worth of profit with the vaccination. So very big numbers there, and we'll see what that's going to be in store for AstraZeneca's stock shortly. And another company I just want to touch upon is Delta Airlines, after their CEO did say that due to the COP26 meeting that's going on to try and get net emissions down to zero as much as possible, it's going to take trillions of dollars rather than billions of dollars for the aviation industry to adjust to these net emission targets by 10, 20 years time, and it's going to weigh heavy on a lot of airlines as well. So Delta, being the second biggest company in the world by flights, has come out strongly to say that it is going to be quite detrimental for the airline industry going forward. But we'll see what happens as the COP26 summit is actually nearing its close shortly. So it'd be very significant if there's any more discussions or decisions that have been made by then, especially. So looking on AstraZeneca first of all today, as you can see here, just wanted to bring it out to see the last really big swing. This was last summer when the inoculations were being licensed and ready to give out to the public, and as you can see here, very, very big drop of, as I said, over 4% in this region here. As we now we'll go for the bottom, the top border of the Ichimoku cloud, and we are looking to see, as the session has opened, because it's a London Stock Exchange pair we are trading at the moment, as the pair has opened on this Monday morning, we have seen prices trying to pick up slightly. But what you can see here, if we get another gap and a push up back to where prices were, we'll get this island reversal here, which is very, very significant. As if there's a gap and then another gap with the island, let's say there's a big island reversal happening, but we'll see if that comes into fruition shortly. Nothing too much in the way of divergences. You could say there's a small one here, but that's a bit of a hidden bullish divergence. If we get that, then as I said, prices could start peaking up. But at the moment, we're having a little bit of resistance at the bottom border of the Ichimoku cloud on the 4-hour chart, and we'll see if anything as the day goes on, if we can pierce this channel and move to the upside, which will be quite significant for prices for AstraZeneca especially. Let's just take a quick look on Delta, because Delta, the last time I looked on it, bring it out to the daily chart, we were looking to see prices start pushing really high to the last peaks, because the aviation industry was getting back on target, especially in America. As I reported on the Stockwatch last week, American inoculation targets are supposed to be on point, and for 2022 the COVID-19 pandemic will be no more. It will just be basically a little bit like flu and influenza, where hospitalizations won't be as high, so it won't actually be considered a pandemic anymore in America, apparently. So with that being said, we did expect another test at this recent peak here. We have just missed out a little bit as prices fall lower due to the recent news that we might have to spend, they might have to spend trillions of dollars rather than billions to get net carbon emissions from the aviation industry, which will probably take a long time as well. So as we see here, we are trading inside the Ichimoku cloud, and we are looking for the bottom border, which is a very significant target, because if we break that, then prices are expected to drop lower, and then I'll be looking at these recent peaks here to take some sell positions these recent troughs here to take the sell positions, and we'll see what comes of that. And just looking at the 4-hour chart just to keep you up to date with all the comings and goings for the intraday. Again, as you can see, we have been touching the Ichimoku collapse. We are engulfed in it now, and another slide to the downside would mean another push lower, so looking below $40 at least, and we'll see what the repercussions are for that. So keep an eye on the stocks for aviation, especially as we head into the back of 2021, because after this COP26 summit with the emissions looking to be net zero, then this will affect this industry quite significantly. So just something to keep an eye out for in the next few trading sessions. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Any comments or queries, please feel free to add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.